Thank you, my friend. Happy Friday night. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you and yours are having a blessed Friday evening. What a nice one it is, too. In fact, I was just looking online. The beautiful drone show is underway out there over the San Antonio Zoo. The new Congo Falls opens. First time in 40 years we've had gorillas at the zoo. So it's a highly anticipated new gorilla exhibit, gorilla habitation. It's going to be really cool. I'm actually going to be live there on Monday, so I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to see what it looks like. So, love in action. Wanted to show you this before we get to the weather tonight because I wore this on purpose because there was some serious love in action thanks to you and your generosity in the Bill's Elves Holiday Toy Drive. The amount of toys this year, bigger than ever before. And I know you hear that a lot, but this was honestly the most successful year of Bill's Elves, financially, as well as toys brought in, because both are a huge deal. We were able to bless 3 different agencies in our area, SJRC of Texas, the Roy Moss Youth Alternatives, and Agora Ministries. All 3 doing amazing work for San Antonio's own, as well as SJRCs across the great state of Texas. So you've got foster children, foster families. Agora Ministries goes out to the streets. They are at the Casiano courts. They are in a lot of our most impoverished areas of the city. In fact, they're located in the poorest zip code in the state of Texas, on the west side of San Antonio. And they're amazing, the work that they're doing. They're bringing Christmas out to these families and running a beautiful ministry when people come to them as well. So today, the reason I wore this shirt, we took the toys to Methodist Children's Hospital. And we set up this huge area for them to come down, the kids who could leave their rooms and come down and pick out a toy were able to do that. We had about 10 or 11 of those kids, and then the rest we could not, or they could not come down out of their rooms. So we took Christmas to them. And we filled up these carts and went floor by floor. We did about 3 different floors of pediatric care. It was such a blessing. It was such a blessing to be a part of this. And we had Santa Claus with us, and he's amazing. Those highlights are coming up at 10. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. All right, highs today. A warm one indeed. 81 Pleasanton, but then it just gets crazy, right? Look at this. On December 12th, 84. George West, Beeville, Victoria, Port Lavaca with some 82s with Catula, Carrizo Springs, 78 Del Rio, 79 Seguin, Gonzales goes to 82. We stopped at 75. Let's see how close we were to a record high today. 9 degrees away. 1901's 84, 1901. 65 is when where we should be. And we were a little warmer this morning, and we're going to be actually warmer than 55 tomorrow. Hey, Brianna, what's happening? There's Marcy. Good to see you. Pamela, good evening. Doing great. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. I thank you, Marcy. I can't wait. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. I am too. So I finally got to actually get out and tee it up last Monday. But now it's some free time, finally. You know, I'm looking forward to getting down there, Brianna. I'm telling you, I'm coming to play some golf. Got to get down and check that course out. So, there you have, again, warmer than average day. But let me get to a couple things. First off, we do have a weather impact alert for tomorrow morning, and here's why. Fog expected to develop once again. Now, boy, did they back off that fog from earlier. So, in the earlier newscasts, it was blanketed across the entire area. Now it's got San Antonio and the metro missing a lot of the thickest fog. Fog is out there, you can see, but not as widespread as earlier, missing out on San Antonio. But you can see it's a good deal of fog anyway, and fog is one of the hardest things to predict, especially on a visibility forecast. So we're going to keep the weather impact alert going for tomorrow morning's fog. What normally will accompany, like today, drizzle, mist, say rain. We might see a shower at the most Sunday morning, but Saturday morning would be more drizzle, mist associated with the fog. It'll burn off quickly. But then watch what happens Saturday night. We watched some of this fog develop again. In fact, visibility predicted to be worse on Saturday night than Saturday morning. Interesting, right? Half a mile, and that's 11 o'clock. So a lot of you could be out late Saturday night and encounter some of that. Well, watch how it sweeps southwest before the sun is up on Sunday. Notice that? And that's the cold front. So the cold front's coming in Sunday morning. Right now it still looks to have a decent amount of real estate to cover. Hi, Tracy. Should be nice, Pris. I don't expect it to be too cold. It should be just right. Kind of that Goldilocks temperature in the 60s tomorrow night. And speaking of which, I'm glad you asked. You should all come out to Helotes tomorrow night and the annual Christmas parade. Tomorrow night, right down the main drag of Helotes, where Floor's Country Store is, Texas Grounds Coffee, the beautiful little old quaint town of Helotes. That's what I love about Helotes. We have a beautiful Christmas parade, and it's just right. There's about 35, 40 entries. It's about an hour long. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's not too long. It's not too short. It's just right. It's just right. And it's right through Old Town. Then you can, get some cocoa. You can, even if you want, go have a glass of wine at Wine 101, a great spot with usually some great live music out there. So, yeah, nothing beats Helotes. I'm telling you, nothing better. So there's the front. Let's show you the timing. Best way to do that, wind shift. When we expect to see a significant wind shift. It certainly won't be during the day Saturday. Winds will be, light to moderate at the most. But here's where it's coming. Look at this. Pardon me. That's 3 big yawns. Coffee every time if you're here with me at 9 o'clock. So, yeah, before the sun is up, the winds are going to be moving. We're looking at gusts near 20 miles per hour at 5 a.m. Sunday. As we get into mid-morning, now we're going 25 to 30, and watch Pleasanton 40 plus midday Sunday.
No timeouts. The other team has the ball. We're up 3. Smithson Valley up 3. A minute 20 for the other team. They got to go 80 yards to get the ball.
I'm getting an update right now. Yeah. Smithson Valley playing
31-28.
31-28.
Arthur Memorial, who's probably the better team on paper.
Wow.
No timeouts, but Smithson Valley's punting, and they're up 3. But their defense now, it's wild.
And how much time's left again?
About a minute 20.
Oh wow. Okay, they're going to rely on their defense. Let's go Rangers.
Whitney and I are on the case.
Come on, Whitney. Let's go. Luke Whitney, digital ninja. Nate Ryan, sports director, Smithson Valley, #1 in your heart. Let's go. We got one local team fighting for their lives because Bernie's getting beat, Lavernia's getting beat. David, you mentioned
Yoakum.
Yoakum is looking good.
They're in line to win.
Okay, they're in line to win.
And Shiner's winning.
Shiner, and okay, Shiner's already won. And going to, that would be now the Final Four?
This is the final. They're going to the tag game.
Oh,
These are the state semis.
these are the semis.
Yes, sir.
So this is we're within the Final Four already.
Home.
Come on. So Rangers with a lead, a minute 30 left. We'll probably know before the end of this broadcast here. All right, so plan for a very windy Sunday. This is why I have a weather impact alert for Sunday, because of these wind speeds. If we're going to have tropical storm force speeds, which is 39 miles per hour, and that's looking like Pleasanton, and let's see how long these are going to last, right? Sorry, one more time. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yeah, they don't die down till about maybe 7 or 8 p.m. Sunday. So weather impact alert. Now let's take a look at some of the rain that we could see. As we get into Sunday morning, there's 7. So the front will generate a few showers, but not very many. Notice there a push through at about 3 a.m. Could see a few scattered areas of light rain. No thunderstorms expected. No thunderstorms. We push it all to the Rio Grande by 8 a.m., maybe even earlier. And then you can see we clear, setting up some pretty chilly air. So that's the other part, is that temperatures are going to drop behind this front during the day Sunday. So let's take a look at this next computer model that gives us temperatures as well, so you have an idea of what to expect over this weekend. So this weekend's going to be split. Now look at that. That's a few good rain showers Saturday morning. Interesting. Okay, now we're going to have to look at another model. That's the NAM, which can sometimes overdo precip. And that's the HER. Okay, if we're going to get a third, it's going to have to be the graph to see if it lines up. All right, we're 2 for 2 on a few early morning, Saturday morning showers. Not too much on the graph. All right, but certainly on the NAM. So we'll show that at 10 for sure. And then as we get into Saturday afternoon, notice that we go into the mid-70s, sunny skies. We lose that morning cloud cover. It's a really nice day tomorrow. No big change from what you experienced today. I hear Nate Ryan. I'm just going to try to get an update about Smithson Valley. So look what happened Sunday, right? We start the day, look at here, there's 64 at midnight, right? We're down 4 a.m. to the upper 50s, sunrise to about 57, 58, and then we're just going to stay there. Look at 1, 2 o'clock, we're still at 57 or 58, and with a north breeze, it's going to feel like about 50. So it's going to be a chilly Sunday afternoon. Now, will it get really cold? No. We'll get cold, but 41, mid-30s in the hill country. We won't freeze in San Antonio. Winds will probably be a little too gusty to get colder than 41. And then Monday, we're probably staying in the upper 50s, a chilly Monday, okay? Smithson Valley, interception. I just heard it. That seals the deal. The Rangers are heading to the state finals, it looks like.
For the second year in a row.
For the second year in a row. Wow. Way to go, Smithson Valley Rangers. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, so I did it. Let me show you just kind of that weekend split, if you will, on what to expect tomorrow and Sunday. Jacob, what's going on, my man? Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Jacob. Happy birthday, dear Jacob. Isn't it our Jacob's birthday today, too? Yeah. But that's not our Jacob. This is another Jacob. But it's happy birthday to you. There you go, man. Cheers. And blessings on your next trip around the sun. So it's, our Jacob too, Jacob. I'm talking about our 10 o'clock producer who's not here tonight, celebrating his birthday. Yeah, Hanak, it's not soon. Good to see you, my man. Hey, Jason, what's going on? A&M volleyball beats Louisville in 5 sets. Let's go, Ags.
Big gigs.
Big gigs from my man Luke Whitney, an A&M Aggie himself, a proud Agger. Is that a thing? Agger? No. Aggie.
But we're going to be playing Miami.
So what do you think?
You already know what shirt I'm going to be wearing.
I know the exact shirt. That's one of my favorite. Okay, so when we went up to A&M, my first experience was last season when they played my alma mater.
Bill Taylor, class of '86.
And we were up there at that's actually pretty close. I was class of '85, but
Just a boy from Spring Branch.
you're awfully close. And look at Carol. Can you stay focused on the weather? Oh, I guess
A lot
Carol's.
going on here, Carol.
Yeah, a lot going on tonight, Carol. Sorry. What's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, like I said, it's going to be perfect. That was the same question that I answered from Pris and invited everybody to Helotes Christmas Parade. All right, so tomorrow, once again, 75 in the afternoon. Look at the difference to Sunday afternoon. 24 hours is going to be about 24 degrees, okay? 56 degrees in the Sunday afternoon temps. Wind chills are going to probably take it down to 50, maybe upper 40s. So cloudy, there'll be light rain early, but then it's mostly about the wind. This front will not be about the rain, unfortunately. We really need the rain. It's going to be more about the wind and obviously the big drop in temps. So that's going to be Saturday to Sunday, and then Sunday to Monday, we stay chilly with highs in the 50s. We won't recover to seasonal until Tuesday. Then we're jumping right back into the mid-70s to wrap up next work week. So when I went to A&M, one of my favorite things was all the different shirts that take shots at their opponents. And the one that Luke was wearing recently, because they're playing Miami in the first round of the NCAA football tournament, I'll call it. Is it called a tournament? The playoff. They're pitted up against the Miami Hurricanes, and as you know, their symbol is a U for the University of Miami. So the A&M shirt says, sucks to be, and then it's the U. That's pretty funny. I like that. But yeah, I'm rooting for A&M. Come on. I thought Texas was, really kind of shafted on that. They should have gotten in. They really should have. I don't agree with putting these smaller schools in. Luke and I were talking about this. I don't know how you feel about it, but, Tulane and James Madison, God bless y'all. Great season. You should get a nice bowl game invitation. But you're not going to, come on. These other programs are just so big. And now with NIL and the way that these kids are getting paid and the way college football is set up, you really cannot expect a James Madison or a Tulane to play with these teams. They're not going to be able to do it. So they're going to be blowouts. And it's like, why do that? Why not put the 12 best teams in? So instead of James Madison and Tulane, let's have Notre Dame and Texas, and round out the top 12. Anyway, just my opinion. All right, so the quick rebound is mid-70s. And then look at this. We're flirting with 80s as we enter winter. That's what's happening those days. 21st is the first day of winter, the winter solstice. And we're looking at temperatures at least 10 to 15 degrees above seasonal average, flirting with 80 on Monday, the 22nd. So it's going to be a warm weather visit for old St. Nick. Hey, there's Dominic Pizzuto. How you doing? Right? No, sir. Although there will be some snow at the Museum Reach River Lights, San Antonio Riverwalk, the Museum Reach section, unveiling their lights with a big party tomorrow night, 4 to 8 p.m. They're going to have snow and snow sledding, a lot of fun for the kids. George Cruz, go Texas, absolutely. Big win for A&M tonight. I wouldn't say lots of fog and drizzle, Karen. I don't think it'll be as bad as it was this morning. This morning we actually had a dense fog advisory for a while. So, hey, Harmony, good to see you. So I don't know that the fog will be that thick tomorrow morning, but certainly account for some fog tomorrow morning, and just be careful on any early morning road travel. I love y'all. I got to get ready for the 10 p.m. show. You know, I got to powder up, get ready. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. God bless you, and we will see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.